Spurs won, Manchester United won, and it's a mixed one today because before the game, I even said it. I said, on paper, the team that this manager's put out is stronger than some of the teams that he's put out when we've had everyone fit. Like, I didn't love the starting lineup, but Cass came in. I thought he improved us. Xerxes came in from the start. He was the best player on the pitch. So obviously it was shit to not have Ahmad and Kobe Mino available, and obviously Lenny Euro on the bench or whatever. But either way, when you look at the strength of the team that we put out, it was up there. Do you know what I'm saying? Dorgu was on the left instead of the right. It was all right, and I thought we could get something from the game. And I think that we would have got something from the game if the quality of the players was a bit better, innit? Like the quality of the finishing. Garnacho, statistically, has the worst conversion rate in the league when it comes to big chances, bro. And you saw that today. He had the easiest chance of the game and he ballooned it over the bar. And it's crazy. Like, people, they value effort more than quality in England in general. He's an awful footballer, bro. He's an awful footballer, but people always say, oh, Rants, but he was a threat. He was a threat. He changed the game. The guy lacks quality. We should have taken the money from him for him in January, got rid of him, and replaced him with actual quality. That's what we should have done. We saw Matthias Tell today. Everyone was saying, oh, Rants, we should have got Tell. We should have got Tell. I told, man, like, I had my reservations about him. He looks like another scrub as well. Scored a good goal the other day. All-round game, nothing. Typical modern player, bro. Do you know what I mean? They just run around and no quality. So Garnacho's lack of quality and Hojlund's lack of quality is the reason why we don't get a draw, at least. And on top of that, Onana, every shot just looks like a difficult save for him. Like, I've never seen him make a comfortable save. Saving for him is not comfortable. He looks like somebody that's not a goalkeeper. Like, honestly, he looks like the man them, when you go five-a-side, a man them are just, they're avoiding going in goal, blood. You know, man are like, I'm lost. As soon as man are flipping the coin, yeah, I'm lost in, bro. That's what he looks like. Disgraceful goalkeeper. Like, his positioning and also his diving mechanics off. If he pushes that ball out of the box, we probably leave with a draw. Probably. I don't think we deserve to lose today. I can't really say that we deserve to win, but I know that goals change games. And if we score the chance in the first half, I think it was like a triple chance, innit? I think Rasmus had the first chance, Garnacho had the second, Dallo had the third. And then they went down the other side and scored within 2 minutes. If we score that goal, it changes the game. We don't know because it's United. We could have scored and then United could have bottled it and conceded straight away. Maybe. But I'd rather be ahead. So we didn't take that chance. Law of averages, we go behind, we're chasing the game. RUBEN Amorim, bro. Like, I'm seeing loads of people in the chat saying that they want you out and stuff like that. I'm not quite there yet on today's performance, basically because I feel like 70% of the reason why we didn't win today was on quality of individuals in the final third when it came to converting chances. But you bottled it today. You're a coward. We were behind after 10 minutes and you didn't make a substitution until the 90th minute, 91st minute to bring on Cheeto. Hojlund done nothing in the game. Your job as a manager is to try and affect the game. Not just by picking the right team, but also by making the right changes in game to affect the game. You didn't do that today. You picked the team, you hit simulation, and you left the players out there to run themselves into oblivion. Now, I think it was like 80 minutes into the game. Tottenham had a goal kick and I counted 4 or 5 Man United players with their hands on their knees. They were knackered. They were dying out there. Spurs made all 5 changes and you left them man out there to die. What's the point in bringing them kids there to leave them on the bench and not play them? What is the point? You've got Rasmus Hojlund up front. Listen, striker is the most low-risk position to make a change. Take off Rasmus, who's doing nothing. Put on Cheeto or something. Or if you want to take off Rasmus, put Xerxes up front to give us a focal point to hold the ball. We can go into Xerxes and build off him. You can bring on Kone and then you can put Bruno maybe higher up into the 10, try and increase the pressure. You made no changes for 90 minutes. You're a coward. Like, being a Manchester United manager, yeah, is about being brave. And this is why I said, yeah, he's a negative manager in the sense that we keep playing 2 defensive wing-backs. Because you can interpret the formation in a more attacking way just by changing the personnel. The fact that he came at the club, yeah, and said, yo, I'm going to play defenders at wing-back when traditionally he doesn't, is because he's being cautious. Because he's not... Because that's his natural proclivity, bro. Like, you're losing after 10 minutes. It's a free hit now. You can throw caution to the wind. You're away from home and you still don't. You still play it safe. You're not in a position that you can play it safe anymore, bro. The tide's turning. The fans are turning now. Patience is running thin. Because you say this ain't your team, but it is your team. These players were all at the club when you decided to take over. Apart from Dorgu. You knew where you was. You saw the players that were available. You knew what funds was going to be made available in January. You knew all those things. And with all of that, you still decided, yeah, you decided to get rid of Anthony, Malacia, Rashford. You also tried to get rid of Casemiro. And if he wasn't there today, we would have probably had to play Kone. So you got lucky that Cass didn't end up finding somewhere. You decided to do all these things. And now, this is how you're managing the squad. 90 minutes, no changes, bro. Things are looking real spooky for you right now. Like I said, I haven't completely written him off because I believe that he can still turn it around. But the early signs are that he's not brave enough to do what's needed, yeah, to get us out of this funk. And what's needed is just throw caution to the wind and fucking attack, my bro. These young players, we don't know them in men's football, but that means Tottenham don't know them. There's an opportunity for one of these men to make a name for themselves today. Throw them on, they might do something completely unexpected. But you didn't even give them the opportunity. If you're losing, what's the difference between losing 1-0 or 2-0 at this point? There's no difference. There's not even a difference between losing 1-0 and 4-0 at this point. Like, man is saying he's got 4 wins out of 14 or something like that. What is the difference between losing 1-0 and losing 2 or 3-0, bro? Make changes, bro. I would have had more sympathy for the result if we were losing 1-0, you tried to win and we conceded a couple more. But it's like you were happy to just lose 1-0. That's not what we want to see, bruv. We don't want to see a manager that's just happy to lose 1-0. Like, that's not who we are. Well, I thought that's not who we are. It seems like the majority of this fan base are actually losers and I got it wrong. But we're not supposed to just be like, you know what, fuck it, we lose 1-0. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that that's who we were. So, bro, correct me if I'm wrong, people. Do you know what I'm saying? But I just thought that there was something in that game for us today. Spurs weren't good today. I don't think they had to be good. But at no point in that game did I feel like we were out of it. At no point. Even at 1-0 down, second half, I think we were the better team. I think we created the better chances. I haven't seen the stats. The stats might say slightly different. But from what I felt from watching the game, I felt like Spurs needed a second goal to really shut the game off. And they didn't really do that. I felt like the door was always ajar. I felt like there was always an opportunity for us and the manager didn't take it. So I think anyone criticising the manager for that, I think they're well within their right. They're well within their right to, because I thought that he bottled it personally. Other than that, lack of quality finishing from Hojlund and Garnacho, we knew that. I thought Casemiro was good today when he came in. He showed that our midfield's better, definitely with him there than not there. Defensively, I don't really think that we had a lot to do. Dorgu was was solid. He was overlapping a lot and being ignored a lot from Garnacho. Garnacho was just cutting in and shooting, but he does that no matter who's there. People were saying he was ignoring Dorgu, but he ignores everyone. He just cuts in and shoots. You know what I mean? He's always just... It's very much a volume thing with Garnacho. Hojlund, nothing player. Xerxes, everything good that we did in attacking areas came from him. He's starting to really come into his own, and it would be good to see him get a run of games, innit? It would be good. But at the same time, we can't guarantee that because the manager likes to drop him. So, yeah, man. I don't really know what else there is to say. I didn't take a lot from this game. Other than, yeah, man, like this manager needs to roll the dice if he's gonna survive here, man. Because I'll be real, yeah. These man got rid of Eric Ten Hag because they believed that this manager was gonna come in and do better than him. 5 points off top of the league meant that if we sacked Ten Hag then and brought in a better manager, we could potentially, not 5 points off top of the league, 5 points off top 4. If we bring in a better manager, we can close that 5 point gap and perhaps get Champions League. I believe that these guys thought RUBEN was going to get us Champions League. That's why they made the change then. They rolled the dice. They paid the compensation to Ten Hag because they thought RUBEN was going to get us Champions League. And it looks like he's going to get us Championship. So, with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, bruv, if he doesn't turn it around, he's under a lot of pressure, and rightly so, innit? If Dan Ashworth can get sacked, so can RUBEN Amorim. I don't think his job is safe. I don't think his job should be safe. And all this shit about him not having his own players, neither does David Moyes. I'm not really trying to hear that. Every single player is his player because he's Manchester United manager. So, RUBEN, you're the head coach. Time to start coaching, or you're going to get potted, my G, bro. And I'm not going to feel sorry for you.